Greetings and welcome to Dverak and Die presents the Grimstone Chronicles Season 2, Episode 26. I'm your DM and host, Marty, joined by the full Ontario crew. How is everyone doing on this fine Thursday?
Oh, empty as cabinets.
As I hit that magic button on Windows that makes everything minimized, just give me a second here. Of course, I did that while Mark's mic is not muted, but the others are, so... there we go. Adam,
I'm special.
Adam, Toasty and Worm, and Ahmed, Toasty and Worm.
What's up?
My face is back
Isn't
up there.
that like the best button to add into your GUI? Like a button to just screw up your settings?
There's also a way of doing it without touching that button, where it's like you're in between
If
screens.
you shake your mouse.
And everything's
you grab a window and shake your mouse and it shrinks everything else.
Yeah, because you never want to grab windows and move them around. Anyways, computer failure, user error. Problem between
testing 1 2 3
between the earmuffs here. How's everyone doing? What's going on?
Pretty good.
Good. I just got my shot today.
COVID?
Yeah.
Which one did you get?
My right arm.
AstraZeneca, Johnson & Johnson, Pfizer, Moderna. What did you get?
I got Moderna.
Okay, so first or second shot?
Oh, that was the first. The second one will be in August somewhere.
Got it.
Canada doesn't have all
the
that
2 or
like
3
how you're
week.
supposed to do it.
Yeah. No?
Canada's going for giving everyone the first shot as soon as possible, then hitting people with the second
Doesn't
shot.
that reduce the effectiveness overall of the approach? Like,
Yep.
okay.
Yeah, a little bit.
I get my second shot in, I want to say next Friday? Yeah, next Friday.
I personally would rather they take the shot that they're saying I should get and go, no, give it to my grandma, please, or my mom, or my dad, or
Yeah, but different province, different,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
In Ontario, we're not anywhere near the point of like go get a shot. That's not a thing yet. At least not in the region I'm in. It's
Yeah, here in Seattle, they're running out of, like, some people are skipping their second shot for some reason, and we've now got, you could go anywhere in the city and go get your shot. Whereas I had to drive an hour out of town, to get my first shot, so that's fine. Anyways, yeah, go get it if you can. Not a political channel, so we'll leave it at that. Okay, so Ahmed's gonna pass out, basically, is what you're saying.
No. It's apparently it's. I'm fine. It's not bothering me at all. So.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
It's this. I might pass out from other reasons.
Oh, I see.
We'll see. We will determine how strong your immune system is, because that's.
Yeah, if I just start
does it
mumbling,
feel like shit, yeah, then your immune system is good. If it doesn't feel like shit, maybe you should get checked for some other stuff.
Adam, what's going on with you?
Well, medical stuff. One of my aunts, she's only 50, late 50s. Just like broke her pelvis.
That's awful.
It's it's pretty less than perfect. So she did get surgery. It took a couple of days, and she's hopefully on the mend, and we'll get to see a human soon, hopefully. So yeah, but that's been the last 48 hours of like, oh yeah, and it's like we're looking for like details, please. It was like I fell down. It's at the beginning. Like humans aren't supposed to fall down.
Yeah,
So
was it like a slip?
I would like
stairs?
Right, exactly.
Did you lose your balance for some reason?
It's Saskatchewan. And I know the street she's on. It is flat. It's just a joke that it's flat. No, it's actually flat. It's not like there's something to trip over. So yeah,
You didn't measure it. Actually, I did. It's flat as a bitch. Just
flat. Yeah. So. Anyways, that's going through the things, and it's that whole like just being punched in the face with like Father Time just wandering around the corner, flicking you in the earlobe, and then wandering back. I'm still here.
Mark, what's going on with you?
I just finished a 4-day run at work, so I got the next 6 days off. So woohoo!
Nice. Hey, Fox, what's up?
Oh, and it's my wife's birthday, and she was kind enough to
birthday!
let me play.
And you're playing D&D on your wife's birthday.
Well, here's the thing. I got off work at 7. Most of the stores right now close at 8, so like I can't pick anything up or anything. Tomorrow I'll have time to get. I've got some stuff ordered for tomorrow, and we're gonna celebrate tomorrow.
Got it.
We're not playing tomorrow. That's good.
Yeah, which is a non-game day, so we'll see. Love it. All right, what's going on with me? I don't know. I'm just ready. I'm ready for something different.
Look, my nipples. No.
No, not quite like that, Mark.
No, it's the third one. You've never seen it before.
So did I complain about the lighting fixture? Did I talk about the lighting fixture my wife got for the bedroom?
Yes.
The bedroom or
the white feathery one.
So, so this is
Wait,
different from the chandelier in your
this
kitchen.
This is different from the chandelier that had its inches and centimeters confused. So it is way too big. It'll hit me in the nipple when I walk by it.
Like for real?
Which one? The first, second, or third?
No,
apparently we're doing that here.
we installed the this lighting fixture in the bedroom, and it's like, I'm getting texts, so I know I'm getting stuff.
It's a good light fixture.
So we got this fuzzy light in the bedroom that hangs from the ceiling, and it's like, I don't know who made it, but it is not American or Canadian or whatever, because it's like it doesn't fit the box, like the box underneath, like it doesn't fit. Like it came with a bracket. The bracket is not as wide as like these two things don't go together.
Yeah.
And we took it apart, and I was being a dum-dum, so I was like, no, I'm going to do my workout first. So I'm going to go downstairs, and it's like it's raining, so I can't do the log, which is like a lighter workout day. So I did like the heavy ass 3 hours of grinding through reps bullshit day, right? It's like 400-pound squats for 5 sets of 5, and then 250-pound bench for 5 sets of 5, and then a whole bunch of power cleans. So I'm tired, I'm sore, my shoulders hurt, and it's starting to get dark. I take the light apart because I don't know what doesn't fit yet. And now I've disabled the ability for there to be light, and the sun's going down, and now this doesn't fit, and there's a screw that's stripped. So I had to like pull it out with a pair of pliers because the person who installed the last light stripped the screw on the way in, and then the brackets don't go together, and it's like, but we need light in the bedroom. Like, oh my God. So I broke a piece, like the old lighting fixture. I broke a hunk off of it. I screwed it to the other thing. I bent it. I jammed it into the ceiling.
So it looks professional, is what you're saying.
After some bending and some grunting and some swearing and a couple of breaks because my shoulders were just way too full of blood, it was like, I can't work overhead.
You finally reached good enough.
Well, I reached good enough, and good enough is a 1/4-inch gap around the top of the fixture between the fixture and the ceiling because I had to put an extra bracket in the middle, so it doesn't quite fit. And my wife did actually a really nice job. She got some wood textured like tape.
Yep.
And because it's a wood base, she basically put the tape around to extend, like to just extend it, and just two rolls of this tape. It actually looks really good.
Smart.
It still is a fuzzy flower globe thing hanging over my bed. It's like feathers. It's a feather thing. It's like a pillow exploded on it.
I'm just gonna do this because it's an argument if I don't.
Yeah, it was one of those. And
this is easier than the argument.
Yes. You pick your battles, son.
Well, am I gonna die on this hill? No, it's my
not
bedroom.
this one. No.
No, this is not the one we die. So I don't know if it's
no. We dig trenches when she wants the Chihuahua.
So it's like a feather. It's feathers, right? It's a bunch of feathers in a globe on the ceiling. It looks okay.
That's a giant fire trap, isn't it? Like,
it looks dangerous.
We've got an LED bulb inside, so it doesn't actually get hot. But it's like, oh yeah, no, it's it wouldn't be my first, second, or third choice.
Way down the list. That one. I really want to install that. It's like a white tribble on your.
I'm just thinking about it like, so we got dogs and stuff. So there's like dander and like stuff in the air. And how do you dust? It's a duster. Like how do you? It's made out of a feather duster. So how do you?
You give it a good and it rains.
Vacuum it maybe a little bit with a dustbuster.
Maybe.
I think you just take a stick and you hit a couple times and you clean up the mess. And that's how I would do it. Why don't we do a recap what happened last game? Last time when we were all here.
Oh, we introduced Edgelord Magoo.
The Shadow Broker. Barnabus,
name?
Barnabus, Aemon, Sunny, Cog, and Agony travel to the Shadow Plane via the Smuggler's Gate, appearing in an old temple to the Dragon and Elf Shadow, overrun by ravenous beasts. After dealing with the beasts, they make their way to the military encampment of Umbraforge. At the brokerage, they speak with a gnome shadowcaster named Widget, who has traveled here from another world. Barnabas makes a deal with Widget, and the group dimensionally hops to the Umbraforge Tower at the center of the settlement to rescue the Imperial Ambassador and a delegation from the Elsir Vale from imminent attack. And I think we ended last game with the Ambassador, both ambassadors and their small retinue, plus the party touching the Master Gate and returning, presumably to some very heavily fortified room in Denovar.
We let the ambassador go through first, just in case getting shot was on the menu.
Correct. Apparently she knew the signals and was able to keep you guys, from disintegrating when you hit the other side.
With our new pet gecko, we traded a turtle for a gecko.
Oh, that's right. You left behind the Modra turtle and now have some gecko that you don't know the name of. Now, this gecko is much more dangerous than Modra because it's a shadow dragon. It's an adult shadow dragon, or umbral dragon, if you will. And it is painted with a tattoo. It has given itself to the cult of the reborn, meaning that when it dies, its body turns into that of a shadow. And
This would be a great trap for an enemy.
And you don't know how bad a dragon shadow will be.
Good things dragons live a long time and have a shit ton of hit points.
Yep, and you did polymorph Sunny, did polymorph the umbral dragon while it was unconscious, so the
It doesn't know.
the nudish gecko thinks it's a gecko.
Yep.
So I don't know what his name
Hilarious.
used to be, but now his name is George.
Hey, George.
Okay. So while Barnabas, Aemon, Sunny, Cog, and Agony were going to the Shadow Plane, the other party had business in Overlook. I'm not going to cleave through some of the red tape because that's not an adventure. So
It's not a bank adventure again.
I would argue it is for this one, with a high possibility of failure.
Brennos, Thogrim, Slake, and Amadeus have an appointment with Lord Dverak of the League of Guilds, who is supposed to get you an audience with the Elder Council of Overlook to finally decide, to decide a few things. One, when the Lord does speak to Brennos and Thogrim, as he spends most of his time speaking to Brennos and Thogrim about Slake, and everyone kind of ignores the Hunchback of Foundry.
Horror.
That's fine.
Which is kind of what you're known as now.
Well, fine.
It's fair, man. Come on.
Hunchback
Look at
of
you, buddy.
Notre Dame.
Look
I mean,
at
The
Look at you.
Hunchback of Foundry is basically like, oh, he's from Foundry, he's got a hunchback. The dwarves are not that imaginative when it comes to nicknames. Where is Lord Dverak? There is Defrin. I need Lord Dverak. There he is. Thanks. Ah, yes. Finally. I know that we're going to have to, I knew we were going to have to go before the Elder Council soon enough. They do have a session today. We are on the docket. It appears that there will be several, and he's got this folder in front of him. It's all kind of tied up, though, with a braided cord, and he's not opening it. This suggests that he's taken this request seriously.
Okay.
Right.
Thank you, sir.
Well, there'll be several things that will be decided today. We've made several petitions, and don't worry, I've got a lot of influence here in Overlook, says Lord Dverak. A lot of silver palms and golden kisses. Indeed, says Defrin, who doesn't look like he's impressed by that description. Or maybe there might be some argument.
Will we be understanding the intent of the punishment, Lord?
Yes. There will be an acknowledgement first. I hear that the Elder Council actually wants to express some words on record towards the Steel Rose Expeditionary League. This is a high honor or a very terrible thing. Platinum or pig iron.
I've prepared a teleport just in case.
We will receive the summary judgment after we have put in Slake's testimony. You can also help the old man Sonny. He's not coming with us. We received his package. Everyone's like, what?
Which package?
Where did it come from?
So I asked Sonny to acquire something for me. He was all the more willing to, and you notice he glances at Slake while saying that, but then looks away. He was all the more willing to provide it. Don't worry, it is crucial in the investigation. Apparently, they have come to the same conclusion as the casters I've hired. What's that? Don't worry, Slake. Just magical stuff.
Yeah, Slake's not actually a fan of the magics.
Quicksilver between your fingers. I don't know what the fuck that means.
It's not important. That's what it means.
It does mean that they have come to a conclusion about who you are. Quite important. Quite important. You do notice that he goes behind his desk. Like, you're in a nice office that you might think is just his. He does collect a few what look like tied up documents, maybe some scrolls, and he does bind them together in sort of a bundle with the sachet of documents, and seems to be ready to go with you. You spend the afternoon, or like late morning, early afternoon, basically navigating some minor bureaucracy with the help of Lord Dverak, and eventually you find yourselves in the most important seat of government, which is Care Overlook, in a massive domed building. The domed building has a colloquial name called... it's called the Memory of Our Moon. And it's a massive...
Will...
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Before we go into a discussion, Brennos will be blessing himself and Thogrim in the name of Clangadin and that which is glorious.
Okay, so you're worshiping Clangadin today?
Glorious and lawful. Is that?
Okay.
Well, we're actually working with war and glory, just But no, it's the with basically the ability to speak with inspiration. So, Ahmed, you have on your next charisma check, or the charisma check that you want to make in the next hour, you have a plus 11 bonus on it.
Ooh,
Check or skill check. So,
all right. So don't
I'll
worry.
choose my battles wisely then.
You meet the council in about 67 minutes, anyway. So
perfect. I will bless again at the end of 67 minutes. I'm a priest, and I will bless it again.
I'm kidding. That will apply. You time it right. You do wait at one area of the big dome-like structure. It's beautiful, and on the inside of the dome, It looks like a craterous landscape, like a landscape full of craters and mountains. And do any of you have knowledge history in this group?
Hmm.
We're looking at the gnome.
Nope, my skills stopped at local.
Okay. Beautiful, isn't it? This is different. Lord Dverak has gone to approach the council, and you can actually see him across this big hall, which is a big round room, and there are like judge-like benches high up, made out of marble, where there are a couple of counselors that have already taken their seats, and it looks like Clegor has been able to approach the bench and is like talking up at them, but it's far enough away that you just hear a murmur of their conversation.
Is it that of the Way of Dwarf?
No, it's geography help.
Yes.
Go. $23.
It is of a moon, but it's not the moon in your sky.
Huh. Fascinating. Which moon is this supposed to be?
This is the moon on the dwarvish homeworld, the one that we were forced to escape, our ancestors were forced to escape. Dverak, the moon that was ours. Do you know there are myths that dwarves actually on Dverak were able to go to their moon, go onto its surface and mine there?
Shrindalaris dwarves.
That's... it's quite a magical feat.
I saw a picture once. They looked rather silly. Strange armor, all full of tubes.
Why?
I think the air is very thin up there.
That would make sense, I guess. Still, you need to protect it with some magics.
Ah.
A few spells would do well.
Amadeus, there's a bit of buzzing in your ear.
Okay.
You're like, is that a fly? What the fuck?
He does the clean his ear
Yeah.
out thing. And, anybody else hear that?
Defrin glances to Amadeus, but he just doesn't. He doesn't like Amadeus.
No, I don't hear anything.
I look forward to our slap fight someday.
When you smack him around even after he smote you.
Yeah, there's definitely a fly here somewhere in here, Amadeus. You're
He's looking for the
around
fly.
Give me a perception check.
All right. No. 31.
Okay. What is the stealth check for a diminutive creature? Bonus? Is it plus 12?
Plus 12?
12,
Plus
yeah.
10 or something?
Plus 12.
10, 20, 32. Okay. And then
I got a 31, so right away I think I'm...
and then if it's invisible, you can't see invisible things, right?
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, you thought you heard it. Quit fidgeting.
There's a fly. I'm gonna fucking kill it.
Ah, it appears that the council is assembling now. You notice that a bunch of dwarves, many of them grayish in their beards or very old looking, do assemble. There are 5 of them that take 5 seats. The biggest seat is in the middle, reserved for Great Elder Morgoth Stonefist, whom you've met before. There's also a really old dwarf with a very loud cane or a very large staff that is like walking out towards the center, like where people may stand and address the council. And for those that are from here, you know that is the wise speaker of clans, who is basically elected by the clans to act as a mediator between the elders and the clans themselves. He's also kind of like an official that runs these meetings. He's very old. He's kind of crotchety and loves procedure. The dwarvish joke is that he's not dead yet because he hasn't filled out the paperwork. He hasn't been given permission.
Permission to die, sir.
Right. It could also be magic that is keeping him alive. Lord Dverak does return to your side. There appear to be other points of business that are ahead of you. Minor concerns from merchants or somebody trying to lay a claim to such and such. It's kind of boring, and a lot of it is across this massive hall, and you can only hear bits and pieces of it. They all have gavels at one point. You're like, what the fuck? A bunch of banging.
Somebody said something.
Yeah, exactly. And there was at one point a criminal brought before them, and they did bang a gavel and give a sentence. It appears that some judicial power still resides in this Elder Council, as well as executive power. Eventually, may the Steel Rose Expeditionary League step forward.
Let's go, gentlemen.
As well as their patron, Lord Clegor Dverak. Dverak just waves you guys forward. You do notice that Defrin stays behind.
Alright, now's our time to gank Dverak. I think we're gonna... You get to stand in the back.
I think that's wise.
Yeah, we're just you hunch a little more. It's fine.
Lower, we're dwarves, damn it.
Extra hunchy.
Hey, the wise speaker sees you guys kind of setting up like ranks, and he's like, into a line. He taps.
You aside.
You get to stand beside Amadeus then.
Your ass, old man.
They settle in. They do. You see all these members left to right. You don't even know if you know all of their names. Knowledge local.
Who's Dwarvish Fabio there on the left?
Yeah, give me a knowledge local or a knowledge nobility to see if you know who these people are.
Give you a local.
I stand by my claim that he's Dwarvish Fabio because I don't have those skills.
Nice.
12, not 1. I'd rather roll a 1 here than on a battlefield.
Okay, so 12. Yeah, you know the guy in the center is the Great Elder. And this is the Elder Council.
The one in the center's important.
You
I don't know, we fucking met him. Shut up.
if you had some time, you'd be able to piece together their last names. If you heard their names, you might recognize it, but you haven't taken. You were not forced to take the citizenship test, so you weren't forced to study this material.
Is it Bowden, Bedin,
Yeah, since no one makes their knowledge checks, I'm not going to tell you about them and what they're about.
Well, we know there's old lady dwarf, young lady dwarf, Fabio dwarf.
Fabio Dwarf.
All right, so what can you tell? There is a man that is in armor that looks almost like it's ceremonial or made so that it's like nicer looking. He does have a very fluffy beard that flows seamlessly into his hair. He does have this smugness about him. There is a dwarf that seems to be counting something in front of him. He is wearing a chainmail. He has graying hair that is interrupting his red mane and beard. You've met Great Elder Morgoth Stonefist. He's the one that you've seen before at the Ministry of War. He's the one that bestowed upon you some of your beard rings, and he definitely knows who your group is. You don't know who the old lady is, but the old lady's been on the council for a long time. You know that she's, let's see, 10. She's highly revered and maybe a magic user. This lady's stern gaze and something's wrong with her eyes, like they glow slightly, and you're not sure why the younger lady dwarf is on a council with old dwarves and called an elder. You suspect that there's some sort of balance of power here. Like, she might be more powerful and therefore more respected.
Okay.
You think she's called the Mother of Mountains.
That's quite a title, especially for a dwarf.
And then there's the wise speaker who people make fun of in taverns because he's been around for a while. But he always gets elected by the clans. Like, you're pretty sure he'll be elected by the clans to do this job until
he dies.
Until he dies.
He's true neutral, like dependable neutral.
Yep. The council would like to address Steel Rose Expeditionary League, says Elder Ullman. Ah, the Expeditionary League numbers. What are the numbers? You've 9 of you?
There's 8. Aemon's not.
Yeah.
8 is, yeah.
8, wise speaker. Ah, these 4 are representatives of the Expeditionary League, and shall be considered such for any declarations here. He clinks his staff like, so it is spoken, so it will be.
All right.
Well, we welcome the presence of the revered Steel Rose Expeditionary League, continues the elder in the red hair, because you don't know their names. And before
They're not going, hello, Bob. Hey, Joe. You know, like...
yep. Before we begin, we would like to thank the members of the Steel Rose Expeditionary League for their valor in the recent conflict against Overlook's enemies. May the...
Out of curiosity, are they speaking Dwarven?
Yes.
Okay. Don't even know if Amadeus understands. Oh, he does, thank God. Okay. You're almost done, jeez.
For their valor in the recent conflict against Overlook's enemies. May the record reflect this gratitude. Upon the record shall be etched. Along with this evidence, and previous evidence gathered, it is the decree of the Elder Council of Overlook that the leadership of the Brickhammer Clan be labeled apostate, and their clan to be stripped of its lands and holdings, its remaining members to be counted amongst the outcast. Furthermore, we reject the Brickhammer mining rights and all land and mineral claims. You notice the guy in the end just smiles, this big smile at Lord Dverak. You're not too sure if it's a smug smile or if it's there's, I don't know, sense motive.
If Dugan was here, we'd be sicking a Dugan on that guy.
Yep.
Hang on a sec. Amadeus is actually good at that. Not as good as Barnabus, but
43.
I can only match that, so let's go with you.
It's a smile like more like you bastard, and it's like, oh, you did it, didn't you bastard, kind of thing. He's doing that at Lord Dverak, which means Lord Dverak had something about also having their mining
rights.
Land rights.
It's mineral rights for their lands is the big thing.
In addition, it's this guy who's speaking, so I can kind of just move him contextually forward. In addition, the council has also acknowledged one called Slake as Anvil son of Clan Anvilbrow, true heir of his clan, with all of his rights and privileges afforded a member of the clan, including a clan vote in the Parliament of Clans, the return of previously owned property in the village of Delve, and the right to pursue all ancestral claims. A purse of 5,000 gold coins will also be awarded to Anvil son of Clan Anvilbrow in restitution for premature execution of his will and testament.
You fucking died.
Wait, what's my name?
It was Anvilson.
Oh. May the morning salmon and salmon shine upon you, Anvil son, and your clan, says the old woman.
Ah. Thanks.
So Brennos gives him a nod. He did good.
Just keep it to one-word answers and we'll be okay.
And finally, we grant you, Anvil son of Clan Anvilbrow, a letter of the Field Marshal, granting you temporary status as a Marshal of Overlook in the pursuit of the leaders of Clan Brickhammer. The 6 elders of the abolished clan are to be apprehended, dead or alive, along with any adult clan member that raises a weapon against you. The clan's property is forfeit, and restitution may be claimed up to 100,000 gold pieces in value by you and your clan. All other property will be handed off to the Field Marshal of Overlook. All non-combatant members of the outcast clan must be allowed to vacate your clan holdings with suitable provisions and personal effects that they can carry.
Brennos is looking at Slake, trying to figure out if he understands the rules.
All right.
Everything
Okay,
seems
give
to
him a
be...
nod. Yeah, you did good.
Slake seems to be like, he's looking down like he's thinking. Like there's processing going on. Do you have any questions, young Anvilbrow?
Are there any of my clan left?
Difficult to ascertain.
Do you have the records of the execution of his will?
It won't be necessary to look at. We hope that this restitution, plus the return of his mineral rights and land claims, shall be sufficient. It is the decree of the council, says the man, the smug man on the end.
If you were to waive legal claim to that which might be in the will, would the sentimental claim be made available to him? His mind has holes.
What are you asking to,
So, if he promises not to get litigious about, oh, you vacated my $40,000 family holdings were distributed amongst the clans, to just get the whole of what was his and just the whole bunch of family tree stuff would be through that, right?
Yep. So
So he's trying to say, if we ignore the money part, because he's just going to go kill people anyway.
Elder Ullman says, this has already been negotiated and agreed to. And he glances to Lord Dverak. It is the will of the council, along with your well blessings. It is not to anyone that we entrust the bond of a Field Marshal of Overlook. May your enemies tremble, and may a message be sent to those clans that partake in wholesale slaughter and murder.
Do you agree do you agree with the council's decree?
Brennos is looking at Slake.
So I get my home back and get to kill the Brickhammers.
Yeah.
Those that raise weapons, we have to return their 6
One.
elders, and any of those that fight
You
those
go
that...
and yelling enough, they're gonna raise weapons.
Yeah, I'll do this.
Very well. It is agreed. Congratulations, Anvil son of Clan Anvilbrow. I expect to see your clan or its representative at the next Parliament of Clan vote.
The what?
You have a politician there.
The fuck?
Now you get to pick a representative. You've got a partial vote. We'll have to figure out what the shareholdings of the clan is.
He agrees that it be etched into the record.
And there's actually the great elder raises his hammer and kind of clanks it down, and you're now kind of being shoveled off.
All right, so we're gonna have to have a chat with Dverak at some point. Where it's
Dverak gives Brennos a look like he wasn't pleased with what you said there, but he's not going to make an issue with it. He seems to. It was just a look like, ooh, but he seems to be happy with the outcome. He immediately goes over and shakes Slake's hand.
It's a wondrous day to have a platinum for sure, to have a great warrior such as yourself, the head of a clan, Anvil son. You don't remember us, do you?
Slake's memories are not what they used to be. That's why we're requesting information.
They did something to my head along with the rest of my body. I don't remember much. Well, you were much, shorter. Still,
you're a field marshal now.
You had only been a clan leader for, I don't know, a decade,
says Lord Dverak, saying like a decade's not a big deal.
You oversaw the restoration of a holding in Delve, some manor. You basically, were the de facto lord of Delve. Don't know why you picked out there,
says Lord Dverak. Give me a sense of motive.
Dverak is doing all the things I want by Barnabus.
I don't have any skill. This skill I do not have.
I rolled 3, 27.
32.
32 for Amadeus.
Yeah, Lord Dverak knows why his family picked up there.
Yeah.
There must be something. Oh, I don't know. Never mind.
Maybe we should talk about this after we've buried the bastards.
Yeah. If Clan Brickhammer's in Delve, well, I'm sure they're gonna regret their transgressions. I would suggest moving there right away before word spreads. We wouldn't want them running off now, would we?
Why would they do that? They'll only die tired.
Yes.
He glances at Amadeus. Amadeus.
The fuck! None of you hear that, really?
Nope.
Looking at Amadeus strangely, like, the fuck? Judgmentally.
Are you using a judgment on Amadeus?
No, he's that look, that inquisitor look of like.
I might be judging you. You don't know. Okay.
Yeah.
Another.
Defrin comes over and congratulates Slake. Slake seems to be kind of lost in thought at this point, not quite certain what's going on.
Do not worry. We'll make sure that the funds end up in your hands as soon as possible. Yeah.
Slake does not appear to be concerned about 5,000 gold pieces.
So, you know more about the family, eh? Or you've got something?
Okay, so Dwarven Justice write-up is, if you want to like look at the actual words, you can do that.
If we want to get technical.
Yeah, this is the command.
I got a character who wants to get technical with this. The limitations of your vengeance are precisely thus. Good dwarf, war criminal. Good dwarf, war criminal. There's a line. One errant fireball is the difference between good dwarf and war criminal.
I didn't know it was an orphanage when he ran in there.
Exactly.
Okay, Lord Dverak seems to be waiting for something.
Thank you.
No. We'll probably have to go over there. We need to this temporary field marshal ship. It'll be a medallion that you wear somehow. Maybe we'll put it on a chain around your neck since you don't have a beard.
Get a magnet.
Slake looks at you.
Good one.
It's not magic, is it?
No, it'll be a crest marking him as a field marshal. There'll be a number on there so that anyone who knows how to look at it will be able to figure out what he's there for.
Well,
Excellent.
field marshal is like a step below general in normal, sort of like it's pretty up there.
Yeah,
pretty high.
They're basically saying more of a
Or like a police marshal.
police
type thing.
marshal.
Like police marshal, yeah.
Okay, all right, yeah.
One that isn't a police officer in the city, one who's a police officer out in the boonies.
So we're probably gonna need some chains.
Got him.
Yeah, Amadeus, how many ropes do you carry?
Well, normal rope, I've got 3 coils. I haven't cut that yet. I've got my bloodvine rope. Got 4 10-foot lengths left. That's for the strong guys. I've got this is my animated rope. I know you don't like it, Slake, so leave it alone. I've also got hoodwink cowls. These are fun, both big and small. Basically, I'm gonna disappear you bags for the head.
Slake carries masterwork manacles for a small creature, a medium creature, a large creature, and a huge creature, all in a bag.
The huge creature's fun.
Yeah, the Amadeus also has manacles for 2 small manacles for small, 4 for medium, 1 for medium with a DC 30 lock and key, 1 for a large, and he has dimensional shackles.
Wait, sounds like we're gonna take some business.
Sounds like we've got enough, but Lord Dverak, do we have any idea how many?
Oh, sorry, and he's
are
got
there?
more manacles from something else. More
So-
stuff.
That's the thing. Communication out of Delve's been pretty spotty. We lost contact with the Rockseeker brothers. Gundren went back to Delve to see if he could find his other 2 brothers. I haven't heard from any of them.
How long ago was that?
Well, shortly after you arrived at Delve.
It's been a while.
The wizard.
Yeah, we had sent a wizard a while back. This is kind of before you arrived in Overlook, or even in Brindle. We had sent a wizard down to Delve to figure out what's going on. We had never heard hide nor hair of him.
What is his name?
You've been power leveling the enemies. God. My favorite is we said a wizard. Any wizard worth his salt doesn't go anywhere by himself. Sonny does. So I guess dumb.
We mentioned his name before.
Give me a second. I might have it on my thing.
if I've got her anywhere, it's going to be on Barnabas' sheet.
No. I don't think I have this.
Oh, Burby. Burby.
Sunny might? Sunny knows about the druids there.
I don't got it.
All right. It might have to do with. Let me check a few more of my notes. Chapter 2.
It's not Alderleaf, right? That's the druid.
That's the druid, yeah.
The three dwarven brothers are Gundren, Thardan, and Nundro. And then I think, was he an apprentice of the same guy that the Thogrim's an apprentice of?
Did his shop exploded?
No,
No, there's a different apprentice.
there are a bunch of them in all the cities of. Like a bunch of people have taught have learned underneath Aragathos. Yeah, give me a moment
It's just
here.
a font of knowledge.
Yeah. It's like I made a note a long time ago, mentioned his name once, and now have promptly forgotten. Iarno Albrick. This is the guy that failed to check in, so Sildar was sent out, and then Sildar.
Oh, that was yeah.
And then Sildar never made it to Delve because he got captured, and then his hand was cut off, and
Yeah,
then brought back to Overlook by you guys. Iano Olbrick.
Yes, a sanctioned wizard from down south that we hired out for some jobs. We basically wanted to help him establish, a head shop or whatever in Delve. Yeah, a silver venture, but, silver's worth picking up when you see it.
Iano is supposed to make sure that keep an eye out for things while he did his commerce and his wizarding craft in the backwaters.
Well, we convinced him, in a way, because Delve might very well become important. Like a gold rush, if you will, if and when we rediscover the lost mines.
Did you warn them about the issues with the Brickhammers?
We're not sure exactly where Iano would have set up shop. He would have likely looked for a place to build his hedge shop.
Keep an eye out for is it a human mage?
Yes. An apprentice or a grand apprentice of Aragathos.
For Brennos, a human mage. Like, that's all the description he needs. Alright. And the brothers, all three are missing now.
All three are missing.
They do spend a lot of time in the wilderness. It is not unheard of for them to go missing to be out of contact for a season or so.
Yeah, they are prospectors. They are hardy. They've gotten through their fair share of scrapes. It's why we hired them.
Well, and also they really badly want to find the mines.
Yeah, the rock seeker stake. I understand. Well,
Is there anything else? Oh, are we still waiting for the delivery?
I also want to congratulate you on the reestablishment of your family's clan holdings as well as mining rights and mineral stakes. Oh, yeah? Do I own a mine? Not yet. We find the lost mines. Your clan owns a piece of it.
Okay. Deferen's looking at Slake.
Okay. A thanks would be in order, but I'm pretty sure one day it'll sink in or you'll remember, but, how much this could be worth. Isn't there magic there? Oh, well, maybe. We can worry about what's in it later.
You're not the proud owner of a bouncing baby Spellforge.
Clegor.
How do I shake this baby?
Clegor is excited about the mine. The talk of the mine excites him. And you now suspect, Amadeus, that he had something to do with the clause of Slake's stake being reinstated. That might have been a sticking issue with the Elder Council. There may have been some politicking and money or favors exchanged. But
Okay.
Clegor was clearly behind that either behind it or super happy that it happened.
If Barnabus was here, somehow we'd be like getting a piece of a mine. Barnabus isn't here. Brennos doesn't actually care about owning a piece of a mine. Like, he gives like no shits about.
He
owning a mine.
he looks to Brennos.
Such things were already negotiated ahead of time.
I assume it's all in line with what was said with Fancy Pants.
Barnabas? Well, these are dwarvish concerns.
And Slake is a dwarf.
Slake is, well, underneath all that metal, a dwarf. Or so the council's decreed. Their magics are... and wisdom are to be trusted. Fucking magic? Who cast a spell on me?
his voice echoes enough that some of the members of the council look across the hall.
All right, let's go and pick up your
Your medallion of the marshal of the field. They go, and it ends up being like a big dwarven beard ring, but they have to get a smaller chain for Slake to actually wear it. I'll mark that down on his sheet.
My biography.
Right. Sunny's the one that provided Lord Dverak with the components required to cast such spells. During one of Slake's shutdown periods.
Yep.
Neck. Medallion of the Marshal of the Field. Overlook.
Do you have the names of the 6 elders of the Brickhammer?
They are aware of effectively the warrant, and they provide you the 6 dwarvish names of
Corpse 1, Corpse 2, Corpse...
It doesn't matter what they're called. They raise a weapon against me. They even flinch at a weapon.
Some people are very dangerous without weapons.
Yeah, well, magic's a weapon. If they start talking, they might be casting spells.
They could be casting spells, yes.
Do you think screaming's a weapon?
It's just like this.
You could suffer permanent
Different-
hearing loss if it's loud enough, yes.
You must follow the rules, and Wilson.
He'll follow the rules.
The
Different.
rules will be followed to a T.
he looks at Amadeus and doesn't
We're
agree
here
with
to help
you, but
Slake.
Yes, yeah, it is important that you execute this warrant legitimately. 100,000 gold coins, if they have your property or any property that you want, you can take it from them. It's more than enough. And I'm sure you could share whatever you want out of that 100,000 with your Steel Rose, with the Steel Rose Expeditionary League.
Slake
Begs the
just-
question: if he was the leader over there, how much was he worth?
What do you mean?
Well, he was.
Just
You said
talking about your past self, the history.
I don't even remember my own name. How am I supposed to remember how many bags of gold I had?
We'll piece your mind back together again.
Anvil
It'll
Brow
come
is
back.
not a very large clan. The majority of your clan's folk lived in Delve with you.
I hope that you find peace, and pray to the Monden Salmon that you find survivors.
Lord Dverak, can you provide us with the crest?
The Crest of White.
No, Slake's clan.
Oh,
Brows.
I can provide a picture of it.
That would be fine.
I know what it looks like. It's like
I had a shield. I lost it in events, but I know what it looks like.
Then I think if you'd like, if you wouldn't mind, it'd be my honor if I could craft it on your chest.
I'm fairly certain he wants to craft it with his own hands. In the name of the modern salmon.
Oh no, wait, that was Clan Anvil. Different than Anvil Brow, right?
distant ancestors. Defrin says that, and Dverak looks annoyed at Defrin.
Knowledge nobility? What's the connection?
Sure.
Well, it's if there's no other ancestors of the Anvil Clan, it's now I'm not claiming the Anvil Brows holdings.
It's
I'm claiming
Anvil.
holdings. That's the thing.
Does Amadeus understand that with an 18?
The Anvil, yeah, the Anvil's a much bigger clan or family, probably from long ago. Like you've heard, it's a famous enough clan. You've heard that last name before.
Okay.
This is why we need Barnabus to come be a bean all over the place.
Barnabus shows up at the Dwarven Castle. I am the designated representative of the Clan Anvilbrow.
Of one
Can I get
Anderson
a chair?
Anvilbrow.
Yeah, the low knowledge, low charisma characters.
Not doing
Just
so well.
listen,
in-
this is how
although-
most adventures usually go.
Amadeus with the crazy sense motive is picking up some vital things.
Are we grabbing the wagon or are we just hoofing it?
We need a wagon, right?
He looks at Thogrim.
Wagon's always good if we got to carry treasure.
We can get a wagon.
Or prisoners.
Or cannonballs.
Prisoners can walk.
I've got them all right here. It's got a little bag.
Let's take a wagon.
Okay, we don't have Mistra, but we will. I believe we had a wagon that we brought in.
Yep, there's a wagon at the Half Axe Inn, and I think
Give me 43 days and I'll have someone to pull it for us.
43 days.
Get your ass in the fucking cart. We're going.
Or we just leave right now. I completely understand. No
Yeah.
problem.
Gundren isn't here. Clark the cat is not here. But you do have a wagon and horses that were being looked after on Lord Dverak's tab.
After they get out of the dome, or what was it called? The memory of our moon.
Yep.
Amadeus just kind of says to Slave, I wouldn't sign anything that guy gives you right away. He's not without talking to someone else. He's up to something.
Oh, they didn't ask me to sign anything.
Not yet.
There's a.
My father used to pull tricks like that.
I
He
agree,
reminds
there's
me very
some-
much of my father.
Your dad. Do you take after your dad?
Just first time. Fuck. I think like once you may have mentioned your dad.
When he was good, he mentioned that sort of thing more
Yeah.
frequently.
Yep.
My father was an industrialist. He stole designs and made money off of people too gullible to keep it.
Those are rich guys.
I was rich.
Huh.
How'd you get so fucking ugly?
The creepy shit at the lighthouse, right?
Yes, that.
Magic. It's why you shouldn't fucking deal with magic. Don't worry, I'll help you smash those wizard skulls in once we finish smashing my wizard skulls in. Be thankful you haven't pissed us off.
Sister Thogrim.
I'm on your side. What the hell?
Your cannons are half not magic. You're the
They're not
glass full
permanently
dwarf. Half full. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, Marshal.
Anyone
You
know?
ready to go?
Anyone know how to drive this thing?
To get
All right, Slake feels weird climbing inside the carriage to sit down, but he'll do so, and he sits in the middle to evenly distribute his weight.
Okay.
Brennos is driving.
Yep.
With your handle animal plus what?
3. Or plus 14 when I'm like, oh, this is a really hard turn, guys.
All right, where are the rest of
We're
you
still fucked.
going to seat yourselves? for the
Amadeus,
journey?
so we'll go right inside, I guess.
Okay. Thogrim?
Remember how we were introduced as being like stuck in the mud on the side of the road?
Yep.
Yeah.
It was appropriate.
Are you going inside the carriage?
I'm going to be switching every once in a while. I'm going to keep Brennos company, and then I'm going to jump inside and see how things are vibing with these guys.
Okay.
Because these two guys are a little fucking crazy. Make sure you keep the crazy down.
As soon as you get back inside, Amadeus actually, I hope we don't run into goblins again.
Yeah! We might get our carriage stuck in the mud and then flung 500 yards.
That is bullshit.
Oh, so that didn't happen to you?
Fuck.
Goblin.
Can Thogrim put a cannon on the top of this wagon?
Okay, he's looking for the flag.
Oh, you think it went in your ear?
Ah, fuck, there's something in my ear. And he's trying to dig it out with his flexible finger.
Okay.
Ew.
It's like a noodle now.
Give me a heal check.
CMD.
Give me a heal check.
Heal check? Oh, this I can do.
Yeah, you got it. He actually, you're like, finger, bad idea. I just pushed it down further into my ear, and you actually pull out your little kit and pull out some pliers, and you're now trying to get this thing out of your ear.
All right.
Do you need some
here.
help? What are you doing?
Hang on. There's something in there. Heal with a kit.
Brennos hits a rut in
23.
the road.
Shit.
29.
Okay, you managed to. You're pretty sure the thing you killed it, like when you got it, and some of your pliers, and eventually you do pull it out. You look at it. At first, you couldn't see it. Thogrim, you notice that Amadeus is performing surgery on himself, and like there's a little bit of blood coming out of his ear.
Lad, you're bleeding.
And then Amadeus's eyes kind of like almost like glaze over, like he's got an extra eyelid, and now he's looking at it, like a transparent like membrane or something like that. You're not sure what this is, and Amadeus, you can see it.
Okay, what is it?
It's a horrid-looking fly. It's got, you know how flies have like 2 sections with the multifaceted eyes?
Yeah.
This one has 4 sections. It has a really long proboscis. It has 2 sets of wings and about 12 legs, some smaller and bigger than the others, a really big thorax, and some sort of like needle-like a spine.
You're smart. Do you know what this is?
It's all broken open, like because you crushed it while you're trying to get it into your.
To what?
At first, well, Thogrim, you actually can't see what he's showing you. There's something that's
there.
oozing, but his clips are holding something that's invisible.
I think I'm pretty sure I have seen this prepared all the time. If not, I'm an asshole.
Yes, I was going to say. Well, not exactly that, but perhaps.
If not asshole. Yeah, I have seen this. I cast it on myself.
Okay, you can see the small horrid insect now on the end of the clamps.
What the bloody hell is that?
It was in my ear.
The fuck? What else do you have in there, boy? Come here.
He's gonna take a bottle,
Okay.
like glass bottles. Close it.
Oh yeah, you put it in a vial, sure.
Yeah.
You got the little thing in the vial.
Examine it.
Give me a.
Do I have some not chloroform?
Formaldehyde?
Alcohol
Formaldehyde.
to
Preserve it.
Preserve it, sure. You've got 11 ranks in alchemy. Yeah, you're able to. You put some preserve around it. Give me a knowledge nature.
Bloody hell is
Let's
this?
see if I can help you.
That's too many rings. It's too many.
I aid.
Let's see if I fucking have this skill. Yeah, I do. You give me an aid. All right, cool. Slake have any?
Slake can't see what you're talking
can't
about,
see
and
what
he
I'm
doesn't
talking
care
about.
about the magic bug.
27.
The base creature is vermin, but it may have templates.
Some sort of vermin. But it's more. It's got. I mean, look at the number of wings and legs and eyes. It's not right.
Or other types. Give me a knowledge planes.
I'm no Barnabus. 29.
It is. Fiendish, of the chaotic variety.
Where the hell did you find this thing?
And it's also something else, but you're not sure what that something else is because you don't have the skill.
I told you I found it in my ear.
Was this the thing you were complaining about before?
I think so.
Bloody hell! This is not natural at all. Look, it's got fiendish features. You can tell from the hue of its scale, of its skin color. Extra limbs, and no, it's not right. But there's something else inside. I don't know what else. Need Barnabus to have a look at this.
What's it doing here?
Well, apparently, if it's twice that it's bothered you, and you fished it out of your ear, I'd say it's after you for some reason. I mean, this is not common at all. It's no coincidence it's after you.
The fuck's going on back there?
Hey, Brennos, take a look at this bloody thing. Some kind of fiendish bug. A vermin of some sort. Yeah.
There's a little slimy vial with nothing in it.
Oh, you need to see invisibility to...
Yeah, see invisibility and looks at it.
Oh yeah, it's an ugly sucker. Looks like some sort of cross between a wasp and a fly.
Here's the thing that
I've
was
got
bothering
Arcana,
him.
Dungeoneering, Nature, Planes, Religion.
Give me a dungeoneering.
Hey, my uncle gave me a bonus to gauge this sort of thing.
This ain't the first time it came after him. This one went right in his ear. It's not a coincidence.
Natural 20, 30.
It's an aberration.
Well, you saw it didn't come out of him. It's an aberrant, just like you.
Oh,
Not aberrant. I'm just different.
yes, but are they attracted to each other?
Brennos
didn't-
has like a power based off of like, no, your type is aberration, is it not?
Yes, it is.
So the Brennos is like, no, you're an aberrant. My axe goes pop when I say aberrant, so you're an aberrant.
So, Brennos, then is it attracted to him, or did it come from him?
I'm telling you, it didn't come from me. It flew in my ear.
Do you mind if I take a look in your ear?
What does it?
Fine.
What kind of is it? Just like a mosquito?
It looks like the cross between a really big housefly and
It's like a sturge crossed with a fly.
and a wasp, and it's all messed up because it's been crushed. It's not from around here. Like it's not from the.
I'm gonna detect evil on it.
Okay, it's dead. It doesn't detect anything.
I think they have a lingering aura. If it's evil enough. Come on, linger, you son of a bitch.
Oh, wait a second. Detect evil. Yeah, so it's like a less than 1 hit die.
If it was faint, evil,
Yep.
it would 1d6 lingering. If it was moderate evil, it'd be 1d6 minute lingering. Strong is
1d6 rounds?
Yeah, it's been more than that.
Yeah. No, it's not rating any evil.
You're not telling me it's a 2-hit die paladin. Okay.
It's an insect.
Where did you first hear the fucking thing?
When we were at the dome.
Yeah, it's the first time I saw you swinging around wildly at nothing.
Is this what we're going to talk about the whole way there?
This is important,
about
Slake.
fucking magic bugs. You guys are pulling my chain, aren't you?
What?
Actually, no, look.
You can't see it, and you won't.
You can see the slime coming out of it.
Yeah, what are you spit in the bottle and he leaks?
Wait, how could I see it if you needed a spill?
I don't know. Something went over your eye. I saw that. Like a lizard.
Amadeus,
lizard
you
exactly.
just see it by looking for it. It's almost like you will to see it.
I can just see it.
Fascinating. Perhaps as one of the properties of being a mutated pile of craziness.
Watch it.
We don't refer to our friends as piles.
Yeah, that word's probably fight word. There's no room for your cannon in here, wizard.
Yeah, let me take a look at your ear.
He'll let him look at his ear.
Okay, give me a heal,
Right, with
a heal check.
I have no heal check. I'm just looking.
So,
It's
so
an ear.
an untrained wisdom check at a -2 for not using tools. Like you're.
Well, I've got tools. They may not be for people.
You start packing
Or
gunpowder into his
flesh.
ear. You know.
Do you hear this?
All right, so if you're
Wisdom,
Yeah.
And a
-2?
penalty. Yeah.
right on.
How wise is this cannoneer?
Amadeus's ears are weird.
2.
No, you end up going, hey, what's this? And you kind of like bristle this weird hair coming out of Amadeus's ear. And Amadeus is like, fuck off! like, how much are you going to let the doctor that tickles your ear
No.
every single day?
First of all, he's not. I can see he's not using the right tools or anything that I have available.
yeah.
No.
Sharp, like
yeah, exactly.
No, you don't know what
I
you're
wouldn't move if I were
doing.
you. It's got like a little hammer behind it.
Nope.
Might sting a little.
Nope.
And you're in a bouncy wagon. Brennos is doing his best with his +3 animal. Keep it steady. I am keeping it steady.
This is steady.
Okay, there's a scene, and eventually you stop poking at Amadeus's ear because it's no longer a concern. Let me.
Hey, well, if you've got fleas, though, you know, for the sake of everyone else, best be getting it taken care of.
I bathe regularly enough.
Fleas are no laughing matter. Fleas would be like lice would be dwarves' worst enemy.
Oh, so bad.
So I'm gone to the map of Volcanica just to see how far you guys are away from Delve. And then I'm going to ask you a question like, which way are you going?
The easiest way.
So the hardest way would be overland, like just sort of through the wilderness. Screw mountains, we're going through the mountain. But the hardest way would be around the way to the Monastery of the Sundered Chain. That path is okay, but then you could go down the valley to the Vents, which is kind of like a more of a hiking trail than it is a road. That would be difficult. And then maneuver your way to Delve. Or you go down out of Overlook and go by way of either Brindle, where you know there's a bridge, and then there's this place on the map called Drellin's Ferry.
Let's take Drellin's Ferry, I think.
Yep.
Okay.
We got people who... I got a +3 on my ability to use a thing, so...
Where you? Let's not push it.
We're not doing like, oh, the tricky trek through the mountains. I ain't gonna go well.
No.
Although, if this is gonna take... how many days of travel is this?
So these are 60-mile hexes.
Right. So to improve my ability to do this, Marty, Brennos is going to
It's about a 5 or 6 day trek to Brindle.
So during this period, Brennos is going to pray to Thard for the animal domain and the plant domain.
Okay.
To make friends with the horse because it gives me an animal companion.
That's funny, my friend.
So you have a temporary animal companion while you're praying to... All right, so one of the horses is really beefy, is what you're saying.
Well, it's beefy, and it listens to me. Fucking go straight!
Got it. So,
straight!
So handling animal when it's your animal companion, I think gives you a +4.
And it gets some bonus tricks.
And it gets some bonus tricks, yep.
Stop, go.
Unless you make it smart. Are you of the level where you can add an ability score to your animal companion? Because you could...
Give me 1 second.
You could
Awaken.
temporarily... No, give it int 3, and then it's like, no. The
In
animal
3,
companion...
it's now just... You treat
The animal companion is lording over the other 3 horses because it's the Einstein of horses now.
Einstein. It would get hit dice bab, improved ability score.
I believe animal domain is
it would have an ability score increase.
minus 3 levels, right? You don't have the boon companion feat. Okay.
Right.
So you ask upon the I think it's neutral or chaotic neutral, like jungle dwarf god kind of thing for lordship over animals and
chaotic good.
Chaotic good? Okay, cool.
Hey.
And you make friends with one of the horses and bestow into it a much power from Thard. And Thard is pleased. There's there's a nice mix of lawful good and chaotic good going on for your faith points. We'll divide those up across those two alignments at the end of the
It would be
game.
funny if his hair reflects it. Like if it's chaotic, it's just his beard and hair is just all over the fucking place.
Well, there are
the lawful is
there-
actually
there-
tame and everything.
There are green tipped streaks in the horse's mane, and there are these weird marble green kind of veins kind of in the horse's hooves. Like it definitely is like, which one's the special horse? You know, you definitely can.
I
pick
mean,
it out in the
Brennos.
crowd.
Like a chaotic god, his hair is all fucked up. And then, like a good god is nice and braided and everything.
Sure, you have a really bad hair and beard day while you're worshiping.
DM
Thor.
point.
What are you worshiping third?
Yep.
It's just always naughty.
Okay, so this helps you navigate your trip from 6 days to either Brindle or Drellin's Ferry, I'm going to say, to 5. And you're not going to have any issues going down the road. I am going to roll for random encounter for the first leg of the trip. There is a random encounter.
We'll have to roll to see where Thogrim is, because half the time he'll be in, half the time he'll be out. Just saying.
Roll a D2. 1 is in, 2 is out.
In here, howdy. He's
Depends
out.
how much food I ate.
Sitting by Brennos. So, that fly.
They kicked you out again, didn't they?
Yes. I kept trying to look in his ear. Flesh isn't as strong.
After a period of time, did the bug turn visible, or is it still just invisible?
It kind of like started rotting, but it started turning...
In alcohol?
Oh, in the alcohol? Yeah, it turned visible.
Okay, cool.
It slowly began to appear like kind of crystalline, and it lost, like, you could still see invisibility to see its color, but its shell and almost like this silicate outline of the bug is
Weird,
still...
naturally visible insect
Yep.
thing.
From your repetitive look at it, you're pretty sure that, like, Amadeus really ripped it open. Like, you're pretty sure it lost some of its guts in Amadeus's ear.
Well, at least it'll be a hell of an infection.
Tell me about it. Yeah, but who infected who?
Sounds like an AC/DC song.
Kind of party with that. Alright, let's see.
Neat. Pilgrims.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Let's see.
Did you hear about the war? Which way are they pilgriming? Are they going north or south?
Yeah, are they leaving Overlook or heading towards it? So there's really only D2, or I guess D3 if they're just along the road but neither going to neither place. So
Right.
1 is Overlook, 2 is elsewhere, or 3 is elsewhere. So they're leaving Overlook.
Where are you headed?
It's about 20 people, and let me just take a quick look at the gods. World building, Overlook. No, it was Denovar. You get a sense that these pilgrims are a traveling group of elves and fae. There's a satyr that leads their group, and they're at the side of the road drinking.
Third, you sent me a sign.
They tell you that they grew bored of Overlook and they're on their way to spread joy in Denovar. They are traveling, but they're traveling slower than you are. There are some Fane 20-foot move speed Fane, like little halfling like Fae that are amongst their numbers.
Slow but steady, I suppose. We will just see if they're if they're fine, then we're good, and drinking is good. But I don't know if we're all that personable. So
yeah, do you make camp with them? Like you could roll on, or you could make camp with them that night.
Let's make camp with them that night. It's the wagon stops here.
So just a quick question. Thogrim cannot work on, he couldn't have taken parts of the golem with him and worked on it at night, right? You need the actual, his lab, or his.
How many days of work do you have for your golem?
40 something. It's like 40 something, 43, I believe.
I will allow 1/4 of the work to happen on the road by taking small components and doing
and working on those.
Yep.
Okay, so Iron Golem project.
And do you have your Ring of Sustenance or not?
Yeah.
All right, then
Yeah,
that means at night you can get 8 hours of work done.
So 8 hours becomes 2 hours.
Sorry?
Do you mean 8 hours done at full 8 hours at night and then 2 hours?
No, you are traveling and you are also getting 8 hours of work done in the evening. Normally you only get 4 hours of work done.
Up to 1/4
of the travel day, and then and then a full day at night. Okay.
You're not working while you're traveling unless you're doing something else. Are you?
So you're saying the 8 hours at night is the quarter rate? Yeah. Okay. Right, okay. Cool.
Ahmed is not saying the same math you are.
Don't do any math. I'm telling you, while you're traveling for the next 5 days, you can get 8 hours per day done on your golem.
Correct.
Once you have reached 1/4 of the time required, you can no longer
without
make
having
any progress.
Without having the golem in front of you, you can't make any more progress. Like, you've done all the little internal doohickeys.
Mark, I'm glad that my brain was working, because it was like yes, that's
no,
what I heard as well.
I was hearing 8 hours a night, but you meant 8 hours overall. Got it. Yep.
No, he means 8 hours a night up to
8 hours. But it's 8 hours. 8 hours is considered a day's work, right?
Yes, I see what you mean, but don't work in days. Oh well, convert your days to 8 hours. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So you finish 40 hours of work, however you're tracking it over the next 5 days.
That's okay. Cool.
And then however long it takes you to go from Brindle to Drone's Ferry to Delve, that might be a few more days. Yeah, so basically Thogrim doesn't participate in the drinking with the satyr. Does Amadeus participate in drinking with the satyr? They all seem to just get bombed on wine that evening.
I don't know if he'll get bombed, but he'll drink.
Okay. Brennos, are you drinking?
Oh yeah.
Wine from
This
strangers?
we got a sign from Dad.
All right, so after playing some how do you do kind of drinking games, there is a challenge for either a musical duel, or a dancing duel, or a hucking of objects duel.
So I'll take the hucking part.
Okay.
I choose hucking.
All right, they get their strongest Fae, so Bab plus strength to like throw big rocks, and somebody hits a 29, and everyone's impressed with the rock throwing. Drunken rock throwing. What can go wrong?
Woo! All right, Brennos will chuck a rock. He'll chuck one, and then he'll chuck one real angry like. All right, yeah, we'll throw a rock. We don't need to rage. Not everything has to be so angry. Now we're angry. I'm drunk. I drop it on myself.
you drop it behind you. Everyone, all the Fae laugh. Everyone seems to think that rock is cursed, and by morning that rock has been painted six ways from first day, because it is now the cursed rock. You find it in your wagon as a gift. And in Fae,
Why is it taking us an extra day?
In the Fae, that it says the cursed throwing rock.
All right, I'm putting that on my sheet. I have a cursed throwing rock.
Maybe put cursed in brackets.
Yeah, I'll put cursed throwing rock.
All right.
Well, and I'm assuming Brennos has a big headache because he was apparently real drunk. He couldn't even throw a stone.
They want one of you to play a musical instrument. There are drums, flutes, lute.
Is Brennos the only one with a perform skill?
I imagine.
I can perform stuff that's not musical.
I can perform surgery.
Brennos has 1 rank in perform sing, giving him a total sing of 0.
Giver.
All right, Brennos seems to be the most outgoing with this group of Fae. Slake just seems to sit there and take it. Like he's been around enough Fae that he just knows just
don't move.
It'll be over soon.
Yeah, it'll be over soon.
If you don't react, they don't enjoy it.
Yep.
15. I tried to sing song. I tried to carry a tune.
It's not bad. You'd earn coppers in some city for your singing.
You'll give people open up the window going, "Shut up!"
Right. The wineskins are being raised to that, and big drinking horns that are being dipped into a very large wine barrel. Does Brennos also participate in the almost like the clog dancing that happens at the end?
That would be a perform dance?
Yep.
Would acrobatics work?
It would give you a synergy.
But I don't have enough acrobatics for a synergy.
You could, instead of dancing, just do a bunch of acrobatics.
We will try to dance, but
Okay.
this is going to be... We're going to try a clog dance. Brennos is making a fool of himself. 15! I kind of can dance, and I kind of can sing. I can't throw a rock, funny enough.
All right, the Fae have enjoyed themselves enough that they didn't bother the people that weren't as outgoing. Thogrim doesn't find anything missing. You know what?
Oh.
There are some things that are missing from your camp, like minor effects, but they seem to all be replaced by little gifts of food and wine. Like the Fae has been. Yeah, there was some trading. It's like, well, I guess I don't need that extra pair of pliers. Like nothing that came off your character sheets. Brennos, you look at this rock and you think that you have a throwing rock that has a one-time bestow curse in the rock. So you can actually throw it as per a spell storing rock.
Just don't drop it on your foot. For fuck's sake.
You know what? That's fine. It's a +1 spell storing throwing rock.
What did they take for that?
it's the cursed throwing rock, and it's a +1 spell or
Spell storing. Yep.
spell storing throwing rock with bestow curse in it.
Yep.
Cool.
And do you have a spare weapon that you don't use?
I have. There, I have a few weapons. I have a Ghost Touch Greatsword. The Dwarven Thrower is one that's kind of like, it's kind of going to get used. I've got the Warlock's Rattle. Is another one that I don't really use too frequently.
Okay.
More like for ability bonuses.
You are missing your spent Wand of Cure Light Wounds is missing.
Oh.
One of the knights away from Slake, or at some point on a chat with Brennos.
Okay. For some reason, they took your, like, no, he doesn't need this. It's done.
And that one's done. They're going to use it for that one spell that uses spent wands from 3.5.
Yep.
Brennos, I'm making a gift for Slake. Do you mind if I can you get me 100?
Brennos' hair is getting like more frizzy over the.
Can I have 100 gold out of your pocket? I'm very dry when it comes to funds right now.
Yeah, we're in the middle of nowhere. And,
Just
asking me
Just hand it over, you bastard.
for 100 gold.
Yeah.
Brennos will check to see if his wallet, like, he's checking to see if his pouch has money in it. Like, hey.
What Thogrim's putting together is actually going to make a beard that fits onto Slake's helm, and it's going to be like metal bristles that are actually some of them are braided, and it actually has a nice dwarven beard,
like a beard plate almost.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, I give him 100 gold after giving him a hard time.
Now it's not masterwork, but when I have money, I'll make it masterwork. But yeah, I'll work on it at night. I can make like 1,000 gold pieces a night, so maybe 2 nights or something.
Yep. You could also cast the Fabricate spell and craft something.
Out of respect for Slake's wishes, I'm not putting magic into it, or
Nice.
making it out of magic.
Nice. All right, so you're working on that kind of as a side project as you're fiddling with the
So a couple of days.
The inner workings of golems.
Oh, that's sweet.
You got any more bugs in there?
Already made their way into his brain. I can check for you.
It's a big pick.
Amadeus?
You're right there.
Yeah, I'm fine. There's no new bugs. Checks his ears anyway.
All right.
That's
Well,
good.
After last night, you don't get to call him gnome anymore. You're dancing, singing.
yeah, that was different. Can't say I haven't seen that before.
Yeah, I've been to the ballet too.
When the gods give you a sign, and you go, and you worship the trees and the forests and the smells of outdoors, and then they bring you a bunch of fairies who want to get drunk. You get fucking drunk now, don't you?
Yeah.
Do what you got to do, my friend.
Praise be to Theron.
Yeah, every morning it looks at you like,
Well, that's the kind of god you're using today. All right.
It's along the road several days into your journey that you get a sending spell, or one of you, from the other party, because they've finished their adventure already.
We'll meet you there.
Hurry, our dwarf is starting to stink. He's refused to bathe.
yeah. Yeah, on the 4th day or so, I'm going to present the beard to Slake.
Okay, I'm just gonna.
If possible, I'd like to craft his what's it called? The clan not emblem.
Like the clan sigil of.
Yeah. On the beard.
Okay.
You want a craft check?
Not now. Or you could roll it now and just mark it down.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to the conversation layer in the new map. All right, go back a few days. Yisel Brist touched the master gate and disappeared. You guys waited for an uncomfortable few moments, picked up a few items that were lying in piles from some of the dead Darkstalkers, and then once one of you went towards the gate, all of you went rushing towards.
Like,
You find yourselves transported with sort of a cold shifting and crawling along your skin. And you're facing another portal, and immediately your reaction is to like pull your hand back because you don't want to end back up on the other side of the portal. This particular portal, you can tell, is in a place with more color. There's marble floors that show signs of cracks and gravelly kind of bits missing, like spells have gone off here. The room is actually pretty small. And it's dominated by a really massive mirror that is on the opposite side to the gate. The mirror is, you can see all of your reflections, and the guards end up putting their weapons like against the wall and putting up their hands, almost like they've gone through this before. Siren the Eager says, "I would do the same."
Yeah, we'll do the same.
Cog puts his arms over.
Aemon looks at Barnabus and is like looking for permission to.
Yeah,
relinquish
Barnabus
weapons.
is just nodding.
Widget will put his whirligig against the wall.
Okay. Siren goes over to the mirror. And he touches the mirror and smiles, and eventually it's like he sees something, or part of the mirror opens up and he walks through. Kind of like there's another portal.
What is this? Knowledge something? Spellcraft? What the hell? What is going on?
Indeed, what?
Yeah, we've got some Inquisitors of Magic.
This isn't the last party. This is.
Yep.
There's a bunch of dum-dums who are like, things are happening. Oh, really? I didn't know.
Widget, you've never been in this room before, although it has the stench of Imperium about it. I'm not sure if Widget's a fan of the Imperium or not.
Not overly, to be perfectly blunt. We leave each other alone is the best we can hope for.
Opiter Sculpty goes up and says, just one at a time. They want to have a good look at you. And he puts both hands up there. I don't have any weapons. I'm an Imperial ambassador. None of you fuckers better shoot me. And eventually there's sort of like the mirror opens up and he's able to walk through. You guys are now looking at it. Yeah, it does like, it's almost like the physical mirror in a spot opens up and you're able to move.
Sonny with the gecko in his hands is going to just, we'll see how this goes.
Okay, so Sonny's now touching the mirror. The mirror's pretty big, so there's room for other people to touch as well. And Sonny just seems to stand there for a while and has his hands against the mirror. And
Until some guy comes out, is it broken?
yeah, no one seems to be doing anything with Sonny.
Okay, Cog will.
Okay, Cog goes up and touches the mirror, and eventually someone allows, like, a light appears, and Cog is able to walk through the mirror.
Bastards better come along.
You can no longer hear or see Cog when he disappears on the other side.
Spellcraft. Is this like a pass wall mirror or something?
Yeah.
Like what is going on?
Yeah.
Where am
okay. Yep.
I? What? Oh no.
Agony is worried about Cog, or he's following, so Agony actually goes through, and Sunny's still touching the mirror, and they've ignored him. They're ignoring Sunny for some reason.
Did they leave their weapons behind? Because Cog doesn't have any.
Yeah, Agony did put his pole arm and a couple of other weapons against the wall.
Actually,
when
I
coming
think
through.
Cog has like a saber or something weird. I
Uh,
would have left that and walked in.
spellcraft or knowledge something.
Yeah, spellcraft. You've seen it active a few times.
49.
It's a glass steel. They call it a two-way mirror, but it's actually like a one-way glass mirror on the other side, and it might allow divinations in one direction, but not in the other. On the other side, Cog, you were greeted by not one, but 3 thunder cannon turrets pointed in your direction, and half a dozen Imperial wizards with either staves or wands also in your direction. They're up on little balconies, like it's like a hall, and there are soldiers that actually march out and are escorting you to a holding room.
Complying.
Okay, if you do comply, I'm also going to give you a chance
along.
at a perception check to see something really weird.
Okay. Percepciones. 41, not 20.
Nice. You notice in a room off to the side, you notice that Opater Sculpey is actually being escorted to what looks like a hall, like he gets to proceed forward.
Mm-hmm.
Agony and you are going off to the side into like a waiting hall. And
But
you
we also had... Okay, sorry.
You see on the other side where the elf named Siren the Eager was kind of going into, who is going into a room, and you can see Yisel, who you escorted from the shadow plane, getting up onto a table and laying down. And another woman that might be her twin or sister was walking into the room as the door closes behind them.
The trip will take like... Let's keep looking forward.
Yeah, Agony didn't notice as he's like looking back. They're ignoring Sunny for some reason.
He's always been hard to read.
Sunny is going to let Mistra out. So we're going to grow Mistra, and then
Okay.
we're going to sit on Mistra, and then we'll have...
All right.
Mr. Go up to the thing.
Nice. I don't have Mr. Give me a second. Let me find Mr.'s token.
We had the body of what's-his-face with us. Cog was dragging him along.
Oh, right. Okay. You have the body, so they're asking you to. They're asking if he's a prisoner.
Yes, he's still alive.
Okay. They are basically ordering you to relinquish the dark folk.
Of course. Extremely dangerous. Keep him in well-lit area, but I'm sure you always know that. You knew that. So, all the best.
They do come over with some special-looking clamps and clamp them around him, and then two medical-looking soldiers. You recognize the type because you were one way back when. Come over and put him on a stretcher, and they carry him off as 2 other guards with muskets in Imperial uniforms march off with their prisoner. Sunny has conjured the big bird, and this seems to cause some confusion. You do see wizards walking up to the portal and like tapping the other way of the glass, and they are casting spells. Some of them are casting detect spells. Others look like they're just eyeing through the one-way magical glass with spells already running. Yeah, like with magical gaze.
Sonny will mount Mistra.
He's just an old man. Huh. I didn't see his prints appear. They seem to be a bit confused, and then when they look at the bird, and they eventually allow him through, and Sonny, the thing opens, and Mistra and you come through.
I'm gonna legend lore Sonny.
Hello. Pleasant day.
Is the bird safe? Says this young wizard. Shut up.
Yes, this is Mistra. If you have a mouse problem, it won't be for very long.
One senior wizard says, "What's with the newt?"
He's a new addition to my family of animals.
You do realize that you have likely a polymorph creature there.
Oh yes, he's still getting used to it.
Okay. They look back to the commander and they just invite you to join your fellows while waiting. They seem to... Sonny, give me a diplomacy check. You're trying to get the highly magical creature through their screening.
Yeah, I should have put it in my polymorphic pouch, but whatever. That's okay.
So absent-minded, Sonny.
Well, Sonny's been leaving his little animal companions
He
everywhere.
just leaves them wherever. They take it into whatever. It's fine. I'll get it later.
You like turtles? Here you go.
30.
Take a goddamn turtle.
Yeah, they. You seem to know what it is. You're under their custody, so they don't make issue of it now. Apparently, they've been given. They don't seem very hostile towards you. Like the guns they're turrets, but the guns are like pointed up and away. The guards are in the turrets, crossed-armed, waiting. The wizards are the ones that are wizards or priests are doing the scanning. Eventually, the soldiers are brought through, and they are actually brought to a different area because they're soldiers. Aemon.
Rochambeau.
Aemon go through first.
Okay.
Make sure it's safe for me.
Yeah, they get some sideways looks.
Burns up.
Like this is the Shadow Gate, and some devilish fiend walks through. They do invite you into
The Empire. They're fine with devils.
Into an area. Widget goes first.
He was going to Rochambeau with Barnabus.
Oh, okay. You wanted to do paper, rock,
Like
scissors?
rock, paper, scissors.
All right. Sure. How do you want to do this?
Yeah.
1d3?
1d.
And it's paper, rock, scissors. So
Yeah, paper, rock, scissors. Right. So I got paper.
So did
Paper.
I.
Okay.
Try again.
So cue up your thing, and I'll say 3, 2, 1, go. On go, hit enter. 3, 2, 1, go.
So paper covers rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Widget. Oh, I don't know who won there.
Widget won.
Barnabas won.
Okay.
Oh, I did.
Paper, rock, scissors. No, I got rock.
It's not that hard, fellas.
That's fine. Widget, if you want Widget to go next, Widget will
Yep.
go.
Yep.
Age before beauty. You are probably much older than him.
But when you have both, it's really the question.
Well, yeah, bro, you get your ass through the fucking door.
Oh, Widget, you're gonna likely want to be on good behavior here. While you don't see any Imperial Magi, you do see some Imperials with high ranks amongst the guards at this gate. You probably don't want to mention what world you came from, because you came the back way.
Yep.
You're not